Or let's say the stock's at 313. Okay, so you have 315 calls, you have 320 calls, 325. That those are called the strikes. Those are the strike prices. Then you have an expiration date. Now those are the dates that they expire worthless. Okay, they're called premiums. I don't. I find that term to be stupid. I don't use those terms. It's kind of corny. So just call them options for the sake of it. So anyway, you have this. Let's say the stock's 313. You think it's going to hit 315. Um, you have the way they're priced in basic terms is this: the closer the expiration date is, the cheaper the options are going to be. Cheaper the premium's going to be, but the premium is going to confuse the hell out of people. I know, I promise you that. So we're not going to use the word premium when I'm explaining this. We're not going to use the word premium. It's literally going to confuse the hell out of you. So the option price, also known as premium, the option price is going to be cheaper the closer you are to the expiration. The further, the more time that you buy. When I say you buy time, that means instead of buying something that expires in 3 days, you're going to buy something that expires in, let's say, a month or 3 months or 6 months. That's when I say buying time. So the more time that you buy, the more expensive the options are going to be. But it's like anything else in life. You get what you pay for. So the cheap options are shitty options. You really don't want those. Um, if you're trying to swing or if you're trying to play with big size, like, you don't want to buy that cheap shit, because if the trade goes against you, there's a high chance they're basically designed for you to lose money. So I'll get into that in a second. So you have, let's go back now. So you have the expiration date and the strike price. So let's say you're betting on, let's say the stock's 315, 313, you think it's going to go to 315. Now, the closer you are to expiration, here's how it's going to work. The options are going to move faster in both directions. So if the stock starts going up, the ones with less time on their side, they're going to move way faster than the ones that do have time on their side. So that sounds enticing to a lot of people, because they're like, yeah, I want it to go up fast. Yeah, that sounds good to me. But you're not thinking about the other way. If it goes down, it's going to go down way faster. So a lot of people always wonder, like, why do you buy why do you have February calls? Why didn't you buy the closer expiration? I'm all about risk. I'm all about not losing money. By the way, I lost like 20 grand yesterday or something, or the day before, whatever day it was. So after losing money already, I'm not trying to lose more money, whatever day it was with that stupid penny stock. So I'm always thinking about risk. So after losing money, I'm not trying to lose more. So I'm buying time so that in case I'm wrong, it's going to go down slower. I'm going to lose money slower. I'm going to lose less money. Make sense? So the more time that you buy, the slower the options move, but the more time you have on your side. It's safer. Okay. So that's how it works. So, but they're going to be more expensive because you're paying for the time. So, just for example, a 315 call might be $1 and expires in 2 days or whatever, and one that expires a month from now might be $5 or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. It's like, do you want to pay $5 or you want to pay $1? Right? So the dollar ones look cheaper. They're going to move faster, but they're also going to move faster in both directions. So you always have to keep that in mind. And that's basically um, how options work. You're betting on the stock to go. Now, here's the second part to it. Um, I saw somebody on Twitter ask me about 330 calls that expire on Friday. Now, listen, the stock's 318. It's basically not hitting three. It's just not possible to hit 330 by Friday. You need a fucking massive miracle to happen in order for you to hit 3:30. It's not. It's literally not going to happen. So buying a 3:30 call that expires Friday it's going to be super. I don't even have to look. It's going to be super cheap. Um, and when the stock starts moving, you're going to notice those options don't move, and you're going to say, "Hey, what the heck? Why is the stock? Why is the options not moving?" They're not moving because it's like literally, it's not gonna. It's not ever going to really happen. So the delta. This is the second part to it. So the delta. This guy's fucking messaging me some shit. The delta is what determines how fast the options move. The delta is basically at nothing on something like that. So when the stock goes up, the options don't move. So I'm sure some of you guys have bought options before and you're wondering why it's not moving. It's because you're too far out of the money and you don't have enough time on your side. So therefore, you basically bought air. You bought nothing. You got hustled and you got nothing. The delta determines. So there's the Greeks, right? The only things you really need to worry about is, so I'm going to make it very simple: calls, puts, expiration date, strike. And then with the Greeks, the only things you need to really pay attention to are delta and theta. But here's an easy way to go about it where you don't even have to really look. Okay? So the further out of the money that you are, the more theta you're going to have. Theta is time decay. So you're going to lose money. Your options are literally going to like drop in value as time goes on, as the stock's not moving. Um, to mitigate that, you want to stay in the money. In the money means if the stock is 313, okay, if you were to buy a 310 call, you'd be in the money. If you buy a 315 call, you're out of the money. If the stock goes to 316, those 315 calls become in the money. So anything that's in the money is going to have lower theta. You don't have to look it up because it's, you already know that, like, it's just, you know it already. So to get around the theta stuff, the theta burn is a term people use. To get around that, you just want to stay at the money or in the money. The more in the money you are, the better off you are. And the more in the money you are, the higher the delta is. The delta is how much the option's going to move for every dollar that the stock moves. So if the stock moves $1 and your delta is 58, it's going to move 58 cents. The option's going to move 58 cents for every dollar that the stock moves. But as the stock goes up, the delta is also going to go up. Okay? And I'm pretty sure the max delta is like $1, but it's hard to ever really see that. So, to put it into perspective for you, an in the money call might have like a 60 delta, and out of the money call, like those really far out of the money calls, it might have like a 15, 18, like really crappy delta. It doesn't move. Um, you don't really want them. I mean, if you want to put small bet, whatever, that's another topic. But that's how it works. So in the money, they're going to cost more. They're going to have a higher delta, lower theta. That's what you want if you can buy them. Out of the money is also good if you buy time. You can buy like February 330 calls or March 330 calls on a stock like Microsoft at 318, because you have time. It's a realistic idea. It's a realistic scenario where you can say, okay, there's enough time where this stock can hit this price in that much time. Therefore, the theta will be reasonable and the delta will be reasonable. But when you don't have time on your side with expiration, um, you're basically just buying air. So just to recap on this real quick, the less expiration, the less time on your side that you have, the faster the options will move in both directions. Now, if you're wrong, you're going to get smoked. Now, with the if you were to buy monthlies, like something 30 days out or 45 days out or something like that, you're going to make a little bit less money when the stock goes up. But here's the most important part: you're going to lose less when the stock goes down. It's going to drop slower and it's going to rise slower. Um, that's something that most people, I've said it a million times, but they still don't really get that part, especially the small accounts. The small accounts try to do a grand slam and hope for the best, and it doesn't work. They buy some weeklies that backfires against them, and they blow their account up. That's not how you do it. And when you're trading with size, you don't want to throw, 50 or 100 grand into a week. I mean, you can. I mean, it's your prerogative, but um, that's how people blow accounts up and take huge losses with options by making stupid bets with no time. And you basically, it's like going to roulette and throwing all your money on black. It's like, you better hope it hits black, because if not, you're losing all your money. That's what, like, weeklies with no expiration date. So, um, just to recap. Oh, one more thing too. Um, what was I going to say? With options, it's always good to scale in. Don't just buy it all at once. You know what I mean? But you just buy a little at a time, scale in. But yeah, just to recap. So, um, you want to have you want to buy some time on your side, in my opinion. But the way it works is you want to stay at the money or in the money. If you buy out of the money, make sure you buy time. Okay. The more time you buy, the slower they're going to move on the way up, but they're going to move down slower as well. So if you're wrong, or if the stock dips or whatever, you're not going to lose as much. You have time on your side, so you can withhold through a dip without getting crushed. Um, the weeklies, like I said, they'll move like 300% or something. If the market has a huge day, they'll move like 300% on the way up, which is awesome. But again, you can get fucking smoked in an instant. For example, if you looked at the market today, when I tweeted, um, two times I tweeted. First time today, market was selling off, and I said bear trap. Literally bottom ticked it to the penny, and it fucking ripped from there. Right. So let's say you bought spy spy puts that expired today, and you saw it selling off. You're like, oh man, this shit's going down. So you bought spy puts. Okay. And they expired today, by the way. So if you bought those, and then all of a sudden the market just rips on you, poof, those puts are literally worthless. Gone. All your money in the garbage. Now, if you would have bought those same puts with like 2 weeks expiration or even 4 weeks expiration, yeah, you would have lost money, but you wouldn't have lost all of it. So that's the difference. Okay. That's a real world scenario of the difference between the weeklies and the monthlies. Um, so anyway, hopefully um, that clears it up for you guys with the options. I'll try to do more. I haven't taught in months. I haven't taught since July. Like, I used to teach the stuff on a daily basis. I'm a little rusty with the teaching, but um, that's basically how it how it goes. So one more time, like I said, the monthlies are going to move slower on the way up. They're going to move slower on the way down. The weeklies will also move faster in both directions. The difference is the weeklies are cheaper, and they're cheaper for a reason. So it's what I say: you get what you pay for. This is common sense. But the key is to buy at the money or in the money. And puts are the same thing, just the opposite direction. You know. So that's pretty much it. And with the options, you want to be careful. You don't want to buy calls when the market opens. Like, I mean, you can, but like Microsoft today, if you noticed, if you the there's another thing called the IV, which is the implied volatility. So the IV on, like, we'll use Microsoft again. It was a great example. I mean, it popped to 323 today, right? The IV gets juiced. It gets literally pumped. So the options prices get pumped as well. So if you buy on a huge spike like that, you're paying way more than you should. And then when it dips, you're fucking bag holding. So, um, You always want to try to scale into your options just for that reason alone. Um, and again, I'll give you another example. So let's say you bought like the 325 calls when Microsoft was at 323, and you bought weeklies that expire Friday. You might not lose all your money, but because you bought so high, you're like down 50% on your position already, which you didn't need to be down. There's no reason for you don't need to be down that much. You know, all you had to do was get a better entry, or if you suck at getting entries, that's another reason to buy time because then it gives you time to scale in. Let's say you suck at reading charts, your entries are always crappy. That's fine, but then don't mess around with weeklies because now you're just trading blind. If you suck at trading, which is like trust me, it's like normal, if you're not good at getting entries, then you should really focus on buying time. That way you can buy little pieces at a time, scale into it, and then wait for it to go. So anyway, I'm kind of, I think I'm done. um there's not much else I want to say. I think I've said everything, uh, and that's it. So I know Silky wants to talk. I'll add him, and then this guy, don't know, and this guy. Um, what's up, guys?
Yo, what's up, dude? Fucking, I was just looking at the laid back that was listening. Did you see that? There's a
Oh,
couple
what
of
a
your
fucking
imposters in. I'm like, look at all those other lades.
fucking dumb, dude. They're pumping. Yo, let's bash it right now. They're pumping their fucking scam crypto, guys. Let me just take a note. Hold on a sec. They're pumping their scam cryptos in fucking Telegram and what's the other shit? Signal. Guys, I don't fuck with crypto. I'm not trying to DM you. I don't
Don't
give a fuck.
fucking lie.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Definitely you.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
but
fuck
like,
around,
guys, these
guys.
guys are probably from like Nigeria. The fucking email scams don't work anymore, so they did this shit. But anyway, it's like I don't fucking guys. Be careful with these clowns, and yeah, I don't fucking pump crypto. So if these pieces of trash are listening, I don't. You're like you're literally you're too stupid to like go impersonate somebody else because everybody knows I don't fuck with crypto. So anyway,
It's
yeah,
a
I want to
racket.
keep it focused to options though, man. I don't want to get off topic. So um, anyway, that's all. That's all I have to say. You want to add anything to the options conversation or no?
Uh, I don't know. Not
Yeah,
really. I
yeah,
guess.
that's it. That's I don't.
Not really.
Yeah,
Maybe
um,
Richie does. Get Richie. What's up, Richie? Don't you want to say anything about options?
I like Rich. Yeah,
Yeah.
I added him in.
Richie. Come on, Richie, Rich. I want to hear you talk anyway. It's my boy.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Yo, me and him had the same job. I didn't know this till after like I started talking to him, but it's funny. Me and him had the same job. So
When
he's
I
like,
cruise down to Florida, we're gonna go where he is, or have him come down, and he's gonna party with us.
yo, we're shooting our FN 509s when I fucking we're supposed to do that. We have the same gun too. That's what's really cool. Yo, he has the same fucking gun as me, and we have the same job,
The
and he
stars,
trades like
the stars line up a certain way. What's going on, yeah?
yeah, man. What's up, dude?
What's up, pimpin'?
Chilling, man. Kind of under the weather these days, but the show must go on. So,
Yeah. Yo, you want to add anything to the options conversation or
I
no?
mean, you hit the nail on the money pretty much with everything you were saying regarding expiration. Always safer to buy at the money comparable to out of the money, especially without any time. I am a little bit risky in the way I play options personally. I'm pretty aggressive, but I also have a method to my madness. Also, because a lot of times I'm scalping the weeklies, if anything, and it's about knowing, I guess, some decent technical analysis as well. I'm
Yeah.
pretty good at reading those charts to understand where I'm getting in. I don't. Same thing you said earlier because I saw when you said bear trap on SPY and then that reversal did happen, but I was
Oh, it's fucking perfect. That's crazy.
but I
Yeah.
was never chasing puts, especially weeklies on the bottom there. You would always wait for a retest or something, whether it's the 20 EMA or something, and look for that to
Yep.
fail before you look to get into something. I actually called
Right.
those puts, from the top when I saw weakness, that we couldn't hit, I think 472 plus, whatever it was. I started scaling in a little bit. But one thing that I definitely do when I buy weekly options And you could put, because I use those Webull option charts as well. You can put a stop that's pretty tight, and I definitely recommend people that are newer to use a stop loss on options, because let's say if you buy even 10 contracts and you buy them at $65 each, hypothetically speaking, tell yourself that, okay, if it drops below 55, I'm getting the hell out. Period.
Yeah,
And you could always control your losses that way. That means you mistimed your entry, or you could just be completely wrong. But you can always get back in.
yeah.
We always talk about it too. You can actually buy back those same contracts if price does end up going in the direction that that your buyers
You know,
need on. So
I want to add to that because what I do all the time, even with stocks, I do it with everything. Is if people don't have PDT, they can't really do it. But what I do is I'll average. Let's say I want my core position to be 50 contracts, right? I'll buy. Um, I'll buy what I'll keep scaling in. But if I hit, once I hit 50, I'm now at 50. Okay, so now I don't really want to buy anymore. Um, but now the stock dips. So now I'll buy more to average
I
down.
don't really want to buy anymore.
No, I don't. Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
have to.
when you're like, fuck, I don't really want to buy anymore of this shit.
I've been there where you're like, you know what? I just got to add a couple.
Yeah,
And when
Yeah,
it
and then
works, it
4
really
ads
works.
later, and you're at 200 contracts, and you're like, "Oops,
yeah.
down 20 grand." Oops.
But this is what I'm gonna. This is how you fix it. So what you do is you average down, right? But the moment you get a pop over your average, so let's say your average becomes 840, okay, on the options. I'm just using random numbers. Let's say the options are dipping and they're $8 and eight whatever, and your average is like 840. The moment you get a pop over 840, dump. Let's say you want 50, but you had the average down, so now you have like 80 contracts. The moment it pops over 840, dump those 30 contracts. And now you're back to your 50. You might even want to dump half, dump 40, whatever. Now you're back to you have 40 contracts. You lowered your average and you freed up cash to do it again. So if it dips again, you now have all this cash freed up because you just unloaded half of your call, whatever. Um, you're lowering your average, and now we do it again. So now the stock dips again. The options dip again to $8. You buy another 40. So now you're at 80. Now your average is like 820. Stock pops over 820, goes to 830. You dump another 40. You just freed up. You just freed up all that cash again, and you lowered your average. And you keep doing this until the stock stops selling off and starts reversing. And then that's in a nutshell how you fucking scale in, keep lowering your average, and keep taking risk off at the same time. It makes sense? I'm
Yeah.
asking like they could respond. I know it makes sense to you guys,
Thanks.
but
No, it
yeah.
does. It's good. No, it's not a bad. I guess it just depends on what's happening, if things are getting smoked or not. But
No, but I
it's
like to take the risk. Like I'll average down only for like 10 minutes. Like I don't want to be in it. Like I'll immediately as soon as it gets back over my, I'll take it off and take my money back.
yeah,
You know what I
that's a
mean?
good strategy for people disciplined like you are. To be
Yeah,
honest with you.
because I'm not really trying to have like 80 like let's say I don't want that many. Like I'm gonna take that money's tied up now in the position. So as soon as it goes over my average, I could sell for a profit. I'm gonna take that money back out because I
I
don't want.
actually did something very similar to that on SPY today, where I bought some contracts, kind of went red on me. I added a couple more, so when it went green, I scaled out on those, but I still held about 33% of the position after I had scaled out some. Then it
Yeah,
went slightly red again. I added some more. And
Yep.
then on the next time, I got the very nice spot. But it also comes with having certain conviction, too, on, whether it's trend direction or the buys that you're holding within that trade.
that's
So
true.
everything has to line up. But if conviction is there, you always got to trust yourself. Take a little bit of risk too. 'Cause as we know, nobody has that 100% success rate in the market. Or
Well,
only Pelosi.
Yo, that's
And
crazy.
what a fucking racket that is. This is some bullshit, Richie.
I'm still trying to find a Telegram link to Pelosi. That's the one I'm looking for. I'll pay a shit ton for that one.
Yeah, she paid for her facelift with her fucking profits.
I believe it. I saw that damn Michael Jackson thing
Oh
that
my
you.
god,
Oh man,
dude, it's so bad, dude.
yeah, internet's
What is
undefeated.
wrong with that chick, dude? Like, what is fucking
I don't
wrong
know.
with
I
some
mean,
of
yo,
these
I
she's
mean,
80.
people?
No, yo, she's 80 years old. Like, no one cares what she looks like anymore.
Dude.
Like,
I was
I don't
looking at
know.
my wife yesterday, at dinner when we saw that bit, fucking with her eyebrows all fucked up.
That's
And I just
stupid,
looked at, and I just went up in the politicians. I'm like, yo,
dude.
man,
You know what I
you have
think?
no, hold on. Oh, you have 100 mil or whatever. What the fuck are you still doing?
I know. Go
Like,
disappear into the darkness.
with these people like Biden, even like, what the fuck is wrong with some of these people? They're like, it's never enough for them.
No, that's what it is. But dude, I'm convinced. I have a sick, fucking, twisted brain, but I'm convinced that the doctor like purposely fucked her up, and he's protected by malpractice insurance. So who really gives a shit? But I'm like, yo, this guy. No one intentionally fucks up that bad. Like
No, those are some faceless, My
the
wife's
doctor
gonna med
probably like
spa.
intentionally fucked her face up, and was just like, yeah, I'm gonna hide behind my malpractice insurance. It's all good. So,
Yeah, I like look at
but
those
I'm a
eyebrows.
twisted. Yo, Rich knows because he worked in the fucking OR. You know, like you don't fuck shit up that bad, dude. Like it's just like
yeah,
No, that was
this
a
had to be
gnarly
before the
twist.
days of Dr. Miami and some actual good Botox, because
yeah,
it got to be before them times. At least that's that 1973 plastic surgery.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to put the Botox, like on the top of her fucking head to pull it up that eye. That's where they inject it, literally on the dead center of where
Dude,
her
that looks like
eye
a
would
cut.
go.
I honestly think. I mean, I don't know how long she's been out of the public for, but that looks like that doesn't look like Botox. That looks
No,
like
it's definitely
surgery.
not Botox. It's a facelift, and they fucking yanked, they hung her from a basketball hoop by the top of her head, and just pulled her face. Like, Jesus, your eyebrow's about to leave your head.
Yo, dude, I'm really like I'm a sick bastard, but I really think they purposely fucked her face up. Like whoever did it just had like a vendetta, just fuck with this lady. I don't know, but it looks so bad. Like I've seen so many facelifts, and they don't come out like that. So
Yeah, but either way, we want our trades.
yeah, well, that's what fucking matters.
Yeah,
So,
give us your trades, Pelosi. What a scam! What a fucking
great.
God bless Unusual Whales for like linking
I
all that
always say
data.
though, we can always look at it on two ways. Because to be honest with you, I don't know a lot of people who, if they didn't have that in, they wouldn't use that information too. I know I damn sure would.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh no, what's funny is like just the way that like think of all the people who got in trouble for insider trading in the past and like went to jail and stuff, and then think of like her remarks when she's like, "It's a what do you mean? It's a free country," and then it's
Yeah.
like, and
the
then
economy.
hold on, and then they're like, "You have to get a vaccine. You have to." It's like I thought it was a free country though. It's like it's a free country sometimes, but not always. Only for some people. It's like fucking stupid.
They
But
got Martha. How dare they get Martha, but they
that's what I
won't get
mean. Like,
her.
so why did she go to jail then? Fucking stupid.
Yeah. It's
But
pretty ruthless, Lade.
yeah. But anyway, yo, so that's the deal. I don't want to. I just want to talk about options, just because that's what I said I was gonna do. So I don't want to go like too crazy. But I'm only gonna be doing more of the large cap stuff. So might as well get people to understand what's going on.
And I know there's a lot of people getting smoked on options, especially following the new standard of just posting levels. Like if price is over this, calls. If price is below this,
That's a
puts.
bunch of bullshit, you
It
know.
really is, because price
Yeah.
action doesn't just move above those levels like that. It's often a
Nah.
retest. It depends on how extended that move is. There's a lot to factor in. So it's a
Not to
lot of.
mention they know
Yeah,
like
there you go, Lade. That's where I
like
was going with it.
yeah, they know what you're gonna do. Like, all right, I'm gonna stick with Microsoft again because that's the one it's easier to stick with one stock to explain. So hey, look where it's at. It's 318 something, right? So they know people are gonna be trying to buy the 320 calls for Friday. They know this already. They're not stupid, right? If it gets pinned at 320 tomorrow, am I gonna be surprised? Absolutely not. Okay, but they know this shit already. They also had news that came out that was really big that they're going to be making their own chips and stuff. And what happens? The stock dumps. they know people are trying to buy it, so they're gonna dump it. They try to shake people. Like this is the stuff that I don't care who like Rich said with the levels. It's all bullshit because depending on what happens, they're gonna try to fuck with people. They're gonna try to shake people. They're gonna try to pin the stock. They're gonna try to do a whole bunch of shit that's gonna fuck your options up way before any of the other stuff ever happens. So it's like you can't. It's not as easy as just like, oh well, if it hits this price, it's gonna hit this price. There's a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's a roadmap, but they love fucking with the roadmap.
yeah.
They like changing it.
So look at Microsoft went from 323 to 318 today in like 2 seconds. That's how bad you can get fucked if you're not. That's why I said this morning, take profits. Because I know people were trying to hold for the moon. I'm just like, nah, you don't know how it works. You know?
Yep. The stop
Take,
runs are pretty gnarly on both directions when you see them.
oh, yeah.
Sometimes that's my biggest like indicator to get in a direction. If I see them like run either way, hardcore spike really, quick within like a 5-minute candle.
Yeah.
They just wanted to zero people or see who would sissy out.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to bring it up. So if people, all right. So one thing you got to know, this is why you don't chase puts or you don't chase calls. When one of them's going up, the other one's going down. When they go down, they become so cheap that's where the big money's going to load. So if a stock's ripping, the puts are dipping. When those puts get super cheap, it makes more sense for them to buy those and pump that because those are going to go up. So then they load the puts and tank it, and it rips. You get it? It's like you got to kind of think like with the conspiracy theory hat on all the time, but that's how it works. Like as this stuff, if the stock's if it's dipping, the calls are going to get super cheap, and they're going to load those. So, what was I going to say? Oh, if you watch futures, this is why I always tell people study futures if you want to learn how charts work and stuff like that. Just literally smoke a joint, order pizza, and sit there and watch futures all night. It's boring as hell, but you'll see they'll pop it every once in a while. You'll see them pop it like 15 points out of nowhere. Like it'll just be dumping. It'll pop 15 points in the middle of the night and sell right back off to where it popped from. And you're like, what the hell was that about?
Yeah.
And it goes
Like the
back to
good
what
analogy
you,
of low floats. We always talk about that, like whether you're watching level 2 and OTC because it's such low volume. So that's actually a great analogy because you can see it slower.
You can see it in real time, but it's
when
slow.
things are slower. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's exactly what they did. Like they did it last night actually. But they'll pop it, and you're like, oh yeah, and then all of a sudden it just goes right back to where it came from within the next like 10 minutes, and you're like, what was the point of that? And it goes back to what you said. As soon as it pops up like that, they're going to take it right back down. So,
a lot of times they like to.
I mean, they did it even with Microsoft. It ripped to 323. They took it right back down to where it started. So that's how it goes, because it's options. You got to remember all these stocks, these large caps, they're moved. They're options control the stock. Okay, so if it rips too high in one direction, they're going to want to take it back down the other direction. They also want to stick to the moving average. So it's always going to go back to that.
And they have to buy, they have to buy stock to cover their positions. That's what I think people don't understand a lot.
Yeah.
Like the AMC GME powered runs, every time people were loading options, broker has to buy common stock to hedge the risk.
Well, so
that's what fuels the rallies. Look at all these chicks, dude. All the chicks what's up, Maya? Casley. I don't know if you say that. What's good, Jess, Amber? Look at all these legend chicks.
Dude, there's chicks everywhere.
They're fucking awesome. Such good girls too. So much better than these gimps. It's not even funny.
Well, they have a better attention span, and they don't fucking bitch. How is it that girls
baby souls?
Dude, hold on. How is it that when I've never seen a girl, and I'm not even lying. I've never seen a girl like a female account. No, you know where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going with
I've
this.
never seen dude, I've never seen a female account be like, he's a pumper. Yeah. He's a scammer. I got bagged. The girls don't fucking do this shit. These fucking dudes They literally make burner accounts. They go make a whole career out of fucking hating on people. They cry when they lose, like grown men crying and bitching. I've never seen it. I swear to God, I'm not even
Yeah.
trying to sound funny. I've never seen it from a female Twitter account. Not once. If you can fucking find it for me, show me. I've never seen it.
Yeah, we have to change that saying,
You
like the
guys, you
stigma
got
saying
the
of like,
guys in here that fucking cry when you lose. What kind of shit is this? Like you're
I don't know.
like I woke up, I lost 20K yesterday. I was just like, I literally put my fucking palm in my face and I was like, God damn it! And I fucking sold it, and I went back to work. Like, what am I gonna sit here and cry and bitch and bat? Like, no, I've
And the
never seen the
saying
girls do it.
isn't cry and bitch like a chick, which they would say, right? It's the opposite now.
Right, the girls don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. They better fucking rewrite that one.
It's amazing. Well, girls have better like attentions. I think girls are better. Like they are better than guys when it comes to trading because they have like more. Um, I don't know. Just like they focus better. I don't know.
Well, they can compartmentalize more, you know, in that we used to go around the country doing all those nutrition talks with my best friend's father, who's like a world famous nutritional formulator. And he used to say, he likened it to Windows on your computer. Did you know that women can actually compartmentalize up to 14 different windows for all practical purposes in their brain? That's why, like, a mom can be like, get the kids ready for school, make breakfast, fucking get there, watch this. Like, they're juggling all these different balls. Guys physically only have one window. We're hyper focused, and then we move
Yeah.
the next, boom. And so, like,
No,
overall,
women are
you know,
smart, dude. I went
oh
to,
yeah. Well,
dude.
you know,
I was at
my
Hooters
wife would
getting,
back you up.
dude. I was getting wings at Hooters, right? And this girl's like, "Yo, my boyfriend has we're sharing locations," and she's like, "Yeah, well, you should get in a fight with him and then block him, so it'll remove the sharing location." I was like, "These girls are on some other shit." Oh
Dang.
man.
Well, that's something else. But either way,
No, it's funny,
analytically, yeah, you
but
know,
yeah.
way
No, it's
better.
just congrats to all the female traders. I like seeing it. I like it. I think they're better. I can't do the fucking bitching. I really can't.
I like the
But,
resolve too. A lot of guys are bitches. That's why
Yeah.
listen, I don't have a lot of that stuff in my comments. Thank God, because I'd be cursing people out. But I
yeah.
see it all the time, and I'm just like, you guys are fucking clowns. Like nobody is holding your app and making you buy anything.
I know,
So
isn't it?
Yeah. No,
it's
it's
just
like
fucking crazy.
it's wild, man. I mean,
What a
and the
place
thing is, like,
FinTwit would be if it was like 90% chicks. Oh my God.
no one
This
always
would be
cracks me up.
10 times better.
Like, dude, we probably lose more than like the people that are crying. They probably lost like $1,000. Like, who cares?
Always. Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, go get your next paycheck and reload your account like everybody else did.
They don't want to work.
Seriously.
That's the thing. They just want a 25,000% winner. Ride off into the fucking sunset. That's what everybody's looking for. So
It's crazy though. Like I lose way more money. It's super annoying because you know what I mean. It's like I don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
It's still money. And I'm not happy about it, but I don't fucking bitch and
Yeah,
cry about it.
Richie, you got a point. You know, that's what the world needs. Is, I hate to say it, just one big baptizing. You
right.
know, just bring them down to size. Everybody, like, fucking happy now. You know, now get to work.
And they'd still fuck it up. So
Yeah, but you know, bring everybody down a block.
shit.
That's what it is.
Well, anyway, what do you guys? It's just funny, but yeah, I'm
What
fucking
else
dude.
you got to say
I just
about
dude, it feels
options?
so good. I don't know. Most people are probably like, "Why is this dude so amped up with Microsoft?" I don't know. Most people don't really they won't get it because they don't understand. But I literally in 2019, I fucking called that
150 to
stock
180, 130 to 180. You traded it
100, dude.
every day.
$98 to
Yeah.
be 98 to like one. I think I sold like 190. I don't know, but dude, I
I should have put
literally
that shit in my Roth IRA when you first mentioned it. Then so that's why.
yeah. Dude, I'm mad I sold it, but dude, I fucking traded the shit out of that stock for the whole. I'm sure you remember. I was posting it like every day, and it was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure. That's one of those staples. Call Lil C's.
yeah,
Microsoft is going the fuck off.
dude. I
It's
knew. I
time.
remember with they had that contract, the one that fucking Jeff Bezos was bitching about. Um, I knew they were getting it, and I was just like, and I was holding when it got announced. I remember I fucking banked on that thing. But yeah, I had so much fun trading Microsoft. It's a super strong stock. Like you could always buy the dip. It's a great. I just love it. It feels good. I haven't traded it in so long, so like just trading it again just feels so good. But
can't believe it's in the 300s. What a fucking scam this all is. Like,
Market's
they're
crazy.
just thinking like shit's so overvalued. When Donnie was in, they're just like, dang it, he's pumping the market. You know,
dude, well, people don't know.
Every day. No, it's double. Like
Yeah,
what?
it's the thing is though. I'm convinced. Well, I'll keep some thoughts to myself, but that stock is like protected. It's like it's on another level. It's a special kind of stock. I don't know. I love it though. I think it's better than Apple, to be honest, because they're in like the military too. They have military. They work for the government. Most people don't know that. It's a special stock. So anyway, it feels good to trade it though. I'm gonna be trading it a lot more now. I'm gonna stick with this shit. I'm really done with the fucking OTC and the small cap shit. Like fuck that.
I
That's
can't
it.
even remember the last time I played small caps, to be honest with you. They never
Yeah, I'm just not. I'm just. This is. I don't. I'm
too
fucking.
many extra variables, and I gotta follow certain social accounts, seeing what the fuck they're doing for me to play small caps. It's just too much noise for me.
Yeah, and then they fucking target stuff that like they don't even look. They just like yo, you can have the best idea in the world. They won't even look. They're just short. It's just like yo, fuck you guys. So you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna feed into that shit. So um, I was gonna stick with this. It's more liquid anyway. It's more fun. You make more money. So.
And big boys, they respect technicals just a little bit better. I can control. Not to say I can control it, but I can read, the movement on those charts a
Well,
lot.
yeah, you know why, right? Because you have like I'll give you an example. I'm not gonna call out the stocks by name, but you have these super low floats, and you have these retards that started trading 2 weeks ago, and they hit the market sell button. So when they sell, you're in the stock, it looks great, and then all of a sudden, whack, it goes all the way down. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? And all the stop losses get triggered, and because everyone's like, use the stop loss, and all these fucking idiots line up like bowling pins with their stop losses, and then one idiot who started trading 2 weeks ago hits that market sell button on Robinhood, and next thing you know, the fucking low flow just completely crashes.
And I used to get fucked because I would never use a stop loss on playing small caps whatsoever.
Fuck no, never,
All
never.
mental. But those knives used to cost me because I probably used to go full retard playing small caps.
Yeah, no, I'm just. It's so frustrating, man. I'm over it though. I'm ready to. It's too early in the year to be. I just want to just move on. So that's what I'm going to do. But the good news is, I'm pretty nasty with the large cap stuff. So I'll be doing more of those. And then I can actually post the ideas. I don't have to worry people short. You can't short this shit. I mean, you can try. You look like an idiot.
Yeah,
But
you ain't got enough juice. Just do
you
that.
know. But yeah, no. Now I could actually like post stuff and do what I want. So I'm happy about that. Um, and that's it. So. And then we got the earnings season coming up. By the way, Microsoft earnings is I think in less than 2 weeks, so we should even get a run just based off of that. So there's a lot of catalysts with that one.
You know why, Lade? You're fucking with their money, right? It's like small caps. It's like they'll just abuse retail.
Well, not even that. I
But you're
mean,
fucking with their money when you
no,
start
but there's
Microsoft and shit. So they'll do what they want, but they're not
no, but
gonna be
not
nice.
even that, dude. You have like you literally have Discord. Like it got so corny to the point where there's like Discords that short Atlas. It's like you got like it becomes like some corny like high school shit. It's stupid. It's like there's literally a Discord that like shorts Atlas. Like it's fucking dumb. You know what I mean? So like I'm just not in the mood for any of that bullshit. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it
It's
gets
just
hot, it's fun, but it can be tiresome.
a whole other level of just shit that I'm not interested in. So anyway, I just want to check something. Anyway, so that's it. Hopefully I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure how tomorrow's going to go. Tomorrow could go all kinds of ways, but I'm going to be holding mine for a while because I got the February. So, anyway, we'll do more of these things. I think I'm done.
Yep. Holla at your boy. Good talk with you, Richie and Steph. You're the man.
Yo,
Always,
Richie's the man.
always a pleasure, guys. Always.
Hell
Yo,
yeah,
Rich, we
brother.
gotta shoot. I don't know when you're next time you're in Miami, but we gotta shoot. I took the 503 to the range, man. That shit's fucking nice.
Man, I haven't been to the range for some fucking practice time in way too long, so we definitely got to make that happen. I'm usually just listen. I'm a family guy, so I'm in the house all the fucking time, but
Yep.
I need to go
Yeah.
out a little
Feel
bit.
ya.
No, dude. Let me honestly. Anytime I haven't gone in a while. I went a couple weeks ago, but I want to take the 509. I didn't take it yet, so
I'm actually
um,
looking to purchase something new as well, so might buy something new, take that shit one time to the range. We'll see.
yeah, hit me up.
All right, say no more.
Yeah.